Katusamba, Ingeta.
Ingeta.
Matondo Masaka. So, family now, Hada Mutav, please, if it's possible. Okay, Matondo. Now, family, time is given for everybody who have questions, who have a comment, but just remind about our rules. Just raise up your hand, 5 minutes per comment, because we are allowed. And the questions and the comment has to be according to the teaching. If you have something else, let's do it in another private Zoom so that we may focus on what Nzambe gave us today. So we see two hands. Brother Nimi, time is given.
Ingeta. Matondo Masaka, Pangiame Tusamba, and Pangiame Venica. And thank you, Matondo Masaka, Matondo Masaki Dila, to everybody who's here for making this possible, because without you being here, this wouldn't be possible. And we need you all, so please keep coming back. Just a few things that I wanted to comment on that I'm noticing that there's, with this awakening, Karia Pemba is putting in the minds, especially of Isolele, brothers and sisters, that they are GODs. And it's causing them to have this a dose of pride, thinking that they deserve worship and that they deserve praise, as if they are GODs. And something Brother Benica had mentioned is the way that he articulated it with his speech. He said, Nzambi is in us. He said, that power comes from Nzambi. He said, he's the power within us. And this is the difference between recognizing the source of power, being Tata Nzambi Mpungu Tulendo, or on the other side of the coin, thinking that you are the one who deserves the worship, you know? And so I just wanted to comment on that, because I wanted to say, Brother Benica and Tondele Kikilu, thank you so much for articulating it in that fashion, in recognizing that, you know, redirecting the praise and the worship and the credit to the Most High, Tata Nzambi. Another thing too that I wanted to comment on really quick is the Kalunga, being the water. Recognizing too, as you had said, Mpangiame Tusamba, you had mentioned how when you take a shower, you kind of feel refreshed. Well, in Leviticus, that's what it expresses, is how we are to wash ourselves in water to be cleansed or purified. And then also in the New Testament, when John the Baptist, he baptized people in the water to receive the Mwanda Velela. And so I just wanted to point that out, because that was something that had kind of stood out to me. And so with that, again, Tondele Kikilu, Matondo Masaki Dila, everybody for being here, especially the presenters. So praise and credit. Nkembo Nkembo Tatanzambi. Ingeta.
Brother Brandieto Nimi. Before we move on to Elder Patrick, we see a newcomer in our platform. I would like to invite all of us to receive and give that warm welcome to Brother Trump, who is next to Pangi Benica. Please. Time is given.
Oh, Matano Masaka. Well, see me once again, family. Not to take a lot. I want to present my brother Trump. You know, so he has been staying with us here. Yeah, introduce yourself, Brother Trump. Yeah, say hi to the family. Yeah.
I just come to learn, not I am, but to learn the word of our Father who art in heaven. That is why I came to the church. I say I give my whole heart for my Father. Ye will see what he do with my life and with our lives. Thank you.
Matana Masaka. Luvova mo.
Yala.
Yala.
Yes. Matana Masaka. So this is Brother Trump. Thanks to Tanzania. Do you remember one day we were in the prayer? I say I have to go and assist a brother. Yeah, that was Brother Trump. Yes. I don't have to be detailed, but then Tanzania is doing very well. You know, was struggling many attacks from Kayembemba, but guess what? The one who created everything is in charge. And he's doing fine. He was doing fine. Praise Nzambe. Praise Nzambe, Yes, back in the days, it was a challenge even to stay here, Yes, Kadiampemba was always attacking, But the things that Nzambe is doing fine, He's, the language he likes to speak is not English. Have you heard about Khoisan? Yes. If you look to him, you will get the features.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a pure original.
Yeah.
So he understands very well what we're speaking about. Yeah. So Matan Masaka, that's our brother would like to present you as well. He's with us also in the top assembly. Yeah, this is what we do, receive brothers and assist on whatever we can. Yes. Matan Masaka. Again.
Okay, Inget, Amaton Masaka for us to thanks our brother Trump. So I'm gonna invite quickly two people. So to Mama Shelley and Elder Kennedy to say one or two things very quickly to our brothers. Mama Shelley, please.
Brother Trump, yes, we welcome you and we thank you for being with us. We appreciate your presence with us and we ask that you would come back. It is good to have you with us. Thank you. May God be blessed.
Get there. Thank you.
Yeah, Brother Trump, we are glad to have you. Isaiah said, if you love me, love your neighbor. And we are very glad that our brother Benika is truly practicing love with thy neighbor. Welcome. It is through love that we are known as disciples. Welcome.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Brother Trump, all you have to say, donkey, by a donkey. So you are no longer a newcomer. This is your house. So moving on, I would like to invite our Elder Patrick. We see his hand up. If is there anyone else who will have a comment or a question, please just raise your hand on our platform. Elder Patrick, please, time is all yours.
Asante sana. Siyabonga kakhulu. Dalumba sikomo kwambili. Thank you so much, guys. That was a very powerful message, Brother Benika, and we welcome our new brother from the region of the Khoisan, from the Nambia region, which is Namibia, Kona, Botswana, Zambia, that area. And there's a very strong history behind the Khoi people who used to trade way before the Afrikaners came to Southern Africa. So yes, you need to research more on their people. So welcome. The message that was said today is a message that I think Brother Benika kept saying, I think sometime last year, and he said, it's like we can't give a baby bread when the baby is still having milk. Okay, so this information that came out today is very deep and takes you to a higher elevation from the information that you already know. And the reason they gave you that information now, because the time is right. As Pastor Mello said, you have to be given at a time when the time is right. And when he talks about the water, let me give you a good experience of my personal experience with water. We are from a landlocked country. I had never been to water. I feared water. As soon as I went to the ocean, I started getting dizzy in front of water. And what he said today is exactly in the message. I want you to kind of go back on the notes once he posts it back, so you manifest on the information that he actually stressed in that presentation. That is a very powerful presentation. And hopefully I was waiting on them to get to it. And now maybe during the course of one of the prayer meetings, I will expound on that even further. So very good message. And let's hear what the people want to say. Sometimes wisdom is about listening. So we want to listen to everybody here, how they understand that message. So I'll sit back and listen. Ingeta.
Our elder Patrick, we are always honored and very humble to hear you because of the wisdom Zambia's placed upon you. Thank you a lot for that confirmation as well. Atonda Masaka. Thank you. So seems like only men's elders are speaking. Our moms are, I don't know. I see one talking on the chat. He's afraid to come out. Okay, Elder Kennedy, our inspector. Time is all yours.
Thank you, Brother Samba. Mine is just to say thank you for this great presentation. Actually, the entire Bantu awakening, you can just summarize it by the name of Tatazab, the Most High. Because when you go deep into the Bantu, their practices, everything they do, it rotates around the name. Like in our place, we call Luya. Luya is a relationship between the fire.
The purple one.
Yeah. So in Kenya, we have a tribe called Luya, from which I come. It denotes also the name of the Most High, because there is element of fire in it. Then there's the element of the clan. Yeah. When you read Chronicles, it talks about the people who are called by my name. Yeah. So the Bananzambi, Banabeto, these are the people whose clans, whose tribes have got the name of Zambi. And you hear the Most High saying, I will scatter to you to the four corners of the world. Now, when you go to the Congo cosmogram, you'll know who was scattered where. Because the people of Banabeto, from the four elements of the Most High, have been scattered to the respective corners of the world. We have the fire people, we have the air people, we have all those, the water, they have been scattered to the four corners of the world. So the Bantu awakening, when you go deep, the four personalities or the four function of the Most High will summarize the Bantu. I just wanted to link the message with the Congo cosmogram. Thank you.
Atonda Masaka, Elder Kennedy, our inspector. You said something very powerful, Congo cosmogram. It is deep, family. We also encourage you to go and research more about it. It talks about our deep spirituality. So family, I'm wondering if people are tired, people want to go home. So as Pange Benika like to say, if there is no more comment and question, we're gonna bounce. So wow, oh, now hands are coming, and the mothers, they wanna be behind now. They wanna show themselves. That's so great. So I don't know who have put at the end first, but just talk, because I didn't see who have put in the end first.
Go ahead, Mama Royal.
Yeah, so I just wanted to reiterate what I wrote in the chat, that during, you know, the Negroes in the diaspora, they call them Sambo. And as you were speaking about Sambu and Sambadi, that's what came to my mind. They used to call us Sambo. So they know very well. They knew who we were. And they you know, they used it like a mockery to us. And you know, while you were speaking, to something else came to my mind about trigger words, because when, you know, when people started talking about Nzambi, a lot of people like just got petrified. And to this day, you know, and they think it's an evil terminology and all of that. And one of the things that I didn't notice is that there are certain, you know, like how when they hypnotize people, they use, I don't know if trigger word is the right term, but that's what I'm going to use. They use certain words to activate them. And so certain words like zombie, like when people hear it, it's like they run for the hills. Like they know nothing about the word, but they automatically think that it's a really, really bad thing. So there are other words that, like, as soon as people hear it, our own language, we would learn other people's languages, but when it comes to our own language, when our people heard words like zombie and stuff like that, a lot of people just like they weren't open to receiving it. So, you know, I understand that it's like they put these trigger words in our mind, that when we start awakening, when we start coming into our own, and we start hearing these words, that people will be afraid, and they would reject it automatically because they're so afraid of us. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Oh, and that Isaiah healed the blind man with the clay and the water. And that's such a powerful analogy, because like in that healing, he was just saying, look, I'm the creator, because it goes back to what we read in Genesis. Like, he took the clay and the water and created man, and Isaiah did the same thing. So it's, you know, the Bible is so full of code words that only Banam Zambi can understand, because they still retain the culture. The people who retain the culture would understand it better than we do. So I'm so grateful, you know, that we can get together and compare notes, because we learn so much from each other. Ingeta.
Matonda Masaka, Mama Roy of Dora. I have just to highlight something that she said about Isaiah. He healed that blind man with a clay and the water. And many people outside there of awakening, they say Isaiah was no one. But Mama Roya here is saying to us, by him doing that was proving that I am the creator. Father and I are one. just for us to think, reflect, and sleep on it. Mama Shirley, please, time is given.
Oh, thank you, Kangito Samba. I just wanted to say thank you very much to both you and Kangi Benika for this lesson. It has been very, very helpful. It's been anointed. It's been a powerful, powerful lesson. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate the breakdown in Kikongo of those words as well. It does open up a lot of things for us. And I just want to, remind Bantu, Banabetu. I want to remind us to remember who we are. Remember who you are. Don't be confused with, a lot of things that you hear out there. Don't let semantics throw you. Remember who you are, know who you are, and operate in who you are. Remember the teachings that we have received from our brother Benika and brother Chisamba, and operate as Tatan Zambi would expect you to operate. You know who you are. And I thank you so much for this lesson again, because it has really made some things very clear, especially with the Kalunga. It has answered questions that I have had in my mind. So I thank you and I appreciate that. Salam. Yeah.
Matondo, tutondele. Ngudi yeto, Mama Shirley, tondele Beni. Thank you a lot. I was saying, our mother Shirley, remember who you are. It's a call for us to come to our true identity. If you ask me, what is awakening for you? I will answer you in a very simple way. It's a way of Zambia calling us to our true identity, to awaken us to be who we are supposed to be. Thank you a lot, Mama Shirley, and operate in the way Zambia created you. Atondo Masak. We see our very young brother, Naibu Jackson. Please, time is given. But we don't see you, brother. We still like to see you, if you don't mind. Inge Tamatondo Masaka. Time is given, brother Naibu Jackson. You're still on mute, brother.
Oh, sorry, yes. Matondo. Thank you. Thank you for the lesson. It was powerful. It reminds me of us being Benanzande, like when we were learning how the creation was through speaking, how also we can create by speaking, like speaking life. So yesterday I was reading Isaiah 59 verse 21. It says that this is the covenant that he gave it to us, that he poured out his spirit within us, and his words that will be with us into our seed forever. Yeah, I just want to add that.
Tondo Masaka, brother Naibu, thank you a lot for reminding us as well about that. Stephen is another young man who left everything behind, staying in the US, the world that we see. Young people have nothing with Zambian Pung, but he's saying, I have to renounce this life, come to my true life. When every time we see young people like us coming to awakening is a victory, especially those who are in Babylon. It's not easy. Let's pray for this young man family, for him to be strong, for him to feel home as well. Elder Mutabe, time is given.
Matono Masaka for the teaching, Brothers Tusamba and Benika. First of all, I want to give praise to Nzambe because the Mwanda indeed is one. I have 2 points to make. For me, as part of this awakening, one of the things that I started asking myself, and I discovered that I had been told some lies in the past, is I started asking myself and asking the Creator, what is your name? And I started asking, and what is the Son's name? What is your Son's name? And Brother Benika can attest. I called him up and I said, "What? Tell me, what do you know?" We got to be curious about things. That is my point. We have to be curious. Even when we look at Yesu or Yesaya, even when he did the works that Brother Patrick mentioned in the devotional, his followers followed him and left the works. So when we are discovering whatever we are discovering in this awakening, the object, the destination, the end point is to know Nzambi Mpungu Tulendo better and better and better. It is not just the things that he's going to give you or do for you. Secondly, I want to recommend that we mentioned some books in our chats and in other conversations. And I say the Spirit is one, the Mwanda is one, because somebody recommended this book to me, Sister Speshi. She is not around today. This is a book about Kimbangu, and also Brother Benika recommended that, and I'll put it in the chat here in case somebody is interested. You can get it wherever books are sold. And this is one of the things that I read in this book this week, just to prove that the Mwanda is one. Says the truth is that the Eshi Congo God was always called Nzambi Mpungu. And that is just one thing that I read here of many things. Even the gentleman that was mentioned in the study called Joao Chiao or somebody like that, I read about him there. The other book I want to recommend is the book by Pastor Mello, The Most Intelligent Language in the World. Download it. It's free. It's available online. Download it. It's going to change your mind. Thank you.
Matondo Masaka, Elder Mutave, we are very humble. Knowledge is power. We have no more comments. Allow me to say that I was with one of the great person in my life, our mentor. And I asked him, how can I be like you? The answer was very straightforward. Knowledge. Have knowledge. I'm talking about Pastor Melo. Have knowledge. That's the only thing he told me. Don't pursue anything. Knowledge. And what Elder Mutavis is asking us, is sharing to us, family, let us read. Let's read. Isaiah 4:6 says this. My people don't know me because they have no knowledge, because they don't know me. They forgot me, I'm also gonna forget them. So by reading, it will help us a lot. So family, time is really running very fast. Thank you a lot for your time, for coming to our Zoom. When we say our, we meant it. Our belongs to you, belongs to us, to all of us. This is your house. Thank you, Sister Marilyn. Thank you, Elder Kennedy. Thank you, Elder Patrick. Thank you, Mama Matuzola, Mama Refea, Brother Nebu, Brother Makud, even those working by this on since the beginning, Mama Royal, Brother Nimi, Mama Shelley, Sister Kirsten. If I forgot somebody, forgive me. Elder Mutavi, everybody here, Matondo, Masaka, for your presence. Before I give time to our brother Benika, I'd just like to ask our elder Mutavi, please, to help me in this reading. It came now. I never prepared that, but while Elder Mutavi was saying about Nzambe and it came, will be a motivation for us to see how Nzambe is. Elder Mutavi, if you help me putting it there, and also reading for us, please. Book of Psalms, chapter 139, 139, from verse 1 to verse 18. Please read it slowly. Everybody, please have your Bible there, follow as well. If you don't have, just follow Elder Mutavi. Psalms 139, verse 1 from 18. Please, Elder.
All right, I put it on the screen. I hope you all can see it. To the chief musician, a son of David, O Zambi, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine high prising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm going to change this to a version that we can understand better.
Is there a no living translation? It's much easier.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Second.
139, 1 up to 18.
Okay, let's go. For the choir director, Psalm of David. O Tatanzambi, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I am going to say even before I say it, Tatanzambi. You go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. If I go up to heaven, you are there. If I go down to the grave, you are there. If I ride the wings of the morning, I dwell by the farthest oceans, even there your hand will guide me, and your strength will support me. I could ask the darkness to hide me, and the light around me to become night. But even in darkness, I cannot hide from you. To you, the night shines as bright as day. Darkness and light are the same to you. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in the act of seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid down before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, O Tatanzambi. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand. And when I wake up, you're still with me. Ingeta.
Ingeta, Matondo Masaka Elder Mutavi. If you ask us who is Nzambe, this is Nzambe. We cannot run away from him. If you thought Nzambe doesn't know you, write it down. Nzambe knows you better than you think. Never think that it doesn't know you, because he created you. Every movement we do, we make, he's there. What caught my attention that even darkness for him is light. You can run, he will find you. Tonda Masak family, Pang Benik, time is given.
Hallelujah. Luvuva mo family.
Yala.
Yala.
Ananzambi.
Ingeta.
So there's nothing to add, family. Mr. Marilyn, what do you think of the teaching? Do you like it? You didn't say nothing.
I do, actually. I just try to observe and take it all in because it's just so powerful, you know, and just being in the presence when Unzombie has come upon everyone, it's like a feeling that's no other. So, you know, I just take it in and I meditate on it, and I'm just looking forward to this journey, you know, to continue with the family and learn so many things. I've learned a lot of your language today and what a lot of words meant. So I'm very grateful for that honor. So thank you.
Hallelujah. Matando Masaka, thank you very much, yes, sister. Luvuva mo.
Yala.
Amandla.
Yala.
Amandla.
Yala.
Awetu.
Oh, I couldn't remember.
All right. Never mind. So family, we are very happy. Yes. So there's nothing to add. We would like to invite you to unmute yourself for us to thank everything that Nzambi has given us to give you today, for us to give to the world as well. Mute yourself, family, and let us thanks the way ancestors taught us. All right. I will say a word and you will clap 3 times. Are you ready? All right, let us go. Tunkunda. Tunkunda. Tunkunda.
Yes, brother, you may lead us to the final prayer, please.
Okay, let us pray, family. Nzambi Mpongo, may you bless your word, bless your people, bless the seed of those who were once taken from the land because of your wrath, because of our forefathers' obedience, who were scattered away. But we praise you for your everlasting love. Now that you are bringing us together to shine and to rise in glory, we praise you, and may you visit your children, visit the children of our ancestors, visit and make known yourself through dreams and vision in a clear understanding, for you to witness the word, for you to confirm the word you have given to us. We pray muna conversation mwana velela. Sedit kukuzulu, yamula zinadia kuzetisangwa. Ekintino kia kukisa. Oluzolo lwako lavanga mamvasini kukuzulu. Utuvana dia kwetu kelombo. Utuloloka masumeto. Endolokatolo kanga tatu zeto. Utufiriko kumna mpoko mani. Watu vulu za mwanambe. Kadikia kuye kintino, yengolo, yonkembo, amvuyamvu. Bika mavangama. Bika mpeva za kiese, bika mbasi za dizulu, beza kutuikama, upasivu, tulieto konda kuwaonga. Bika mavangama nempe, bika masikila, masikidi mpe, bika do ofumu nkembo. Katufu nkenda, yokutu sambula, tukawau ya kwelevu. Amen.
Ingeta. Amen.
Ingeta.
Ingeta.
Intwadi.
Quintuade monantima mieto.
All right, family. It was nice to have you. We'll see you next time.
Matondo.
Ingeta.
Dala Kiambote.
Toma leca. Sleep well. Toma leca.
Masajulu mwazela pange kota tudisole tuzelese otishima pange tuzelese omishima pange tuzelese omishima alakano wayo lungu ya Jesu ya nzumbi mundu kitena kuimona omundu kitena kuimona omundu kitena kuimona pange ngongo ya tema tusumba baba nzumbi tulengele mu matuta pange tulengele mu matuta pange tulengele mu matuta Masajulu mwazela pange kota tudisole